wish there was a way to fade the music, so uncomfortably stop the music. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Old Gray Bricks. It is Messy Monday, a very messy Monday where all of our topics have already been discussed. We're tired of them in the pre-show, and so we're just going to stare at the screen uncomfortably. Already in the chat, Doc Sampson is here. He was here earlier. See if anybody else is here. Got a few showing up. How is everyone this evening?
So wait. Before we get any further,
okay,
we got to talk about the intro because it was new.
Yes,
and it screams local public channel TV, and I need Mark to do like some sort of intro with his public TV voice that he does for his TikToks.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put it back up there. You ready? Here we go.
Mark,
we've lost our only view. Go ahead.
Time again. How you doing? Nice to check. Beauty, eh? Old Gray Bricks. To be honest, this is old people talking about Lego. Welcome. Have a cup of tea.
Now we need to rename the show The Joy of Bricks. Which actually I think that's what
that's the Atlanta Brick Co. Joy of Building. Their joy
is
of
it
building.
is that what Mark or Steven does is Joy of Building? Okay, yeah. Which
Joy
is
of
totally
Building.
riffing on The Joy of Painting.
Yeah, that's right.
Which
He
is
needs to have
totally
a big
riffing on-
though.
The Joy of Sex. So it's all together. It all works.
Knowing the Ericksons, it's the joy.
Well, no, they're making a riff on The Joy of Painting, but good old Bob Ross was making a joke on The Joy of Sex. So
I'd like to point out that it's been 5 minutes and I was not the first person to make an inappropriate comment for once. Even though we saw that rocket, I will just leave it there and I'm just going to look off into the distance.
Eyeball Karen wants to talk to your manager.
hello, Karen.
One-eyed Karen. I don't know what that means, but let's just go ahead and say the show is ruined. And okay, wait, Adam. I got to ask you. I watched your video, and you had that clip in there. Did you do that because we did it in here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I was inspired because I was working on it then, and I was like, I need some jokes, and it was like, I gotta use that. So yeah.
By the way, that video, if you guys are watching and you don't know what we're talking about, go look up Ant Bandit's YouTube channel. He does this great video about him building this habitat to go into Lego store, or not the habitat, but a store display. It is good quality. 10 minutes of your life, you'll think.
It is a very good video. Yes. Follow. So in about 57 minutes, leave our channel and go to follow Ant Bandit's channel. Like and subscribe his. You can even thumbs up and like this video for the views, whatever. But yes, Ant Bandit's doing some serious quality. I even feel embarrassed now that I played that video twice with you in this room.
No, it's the perfect cry for help because I'm going to help you, and we're going to make something that's even better for this show. So
there we go.
I spent like 10 whole minutes on that, man. I mean.
What I'm going to do for you is going to be so much better. I'm going to make it so personalized. It's going to be so great.
It's going to have the Old Gray Bricks figure in there, and of course, it will have to have Old Blue Hands making an appearance. So.
Yes.
Blue Hands need to be there, and then Old Gray Bricks like boots him as he makes like the disco pose, spinning around or something like that. Okay, So I found out something. I have this, and this is worth like $60.
Holy crap!
I have that, and I didn't realize it was worth that much.
It's worth like $60.
But don't you still have to find somebody who will pay $60 for it to be worth $60?
Yeah, I guess. But it's
why is it so rare?
In the chat.
It's hard to find people like that.
Yeah.
No, it's not. All you got to do is contact Maniac for Bricks and be like, "Hey, Joey."
Yeah.
That's true. Intense is here. Yvonne is here. Triple D Honey is here. How are you? Good to see you.
Talk about a street name.
Moto is here. He wants to see the video of Old Gray Brick doing disco, I think. So
exactly.
It'll happen.
I could sell that on Whatnot, but I may have a buyer. I don't know. So, but yeah, stupid old Barnacle mask. I have actually two, like season issue 2, issue 3 Barnacles still sealed in the can in my closet. Oh shame! So
money.
It is.
It's like $100 per can.
I know it, but
okay.
if you got $50, you can go to Bricks and Minifigs and buy the first edition of the Construction Knights in the King on the shelves for $50.
Nice.
And it comes with the little plastic containers, not the can. So
I love those.
the youngster in the room is the solitary voice of love for those figures.
I literally love those though. Those were so great.
With the goofy body with all the holes in it, and
in the creepy little faces. That's what gets me, is the creepy
They had
faces.
cool helmets though.
all right.
Still creepy face.
I probably have some of those heads, and I've got like a cup full of like contraction heads. I collect those. The other parts are useful, but the heads are not. So I've got a bucket of heads of minifig.
And there's our secret passphrase for the evening. I've got a bucket of heads.
I don't know what that means. But
Someone's
let's
going
go
to
ahead
get
and
us
start
banned
with
for it.
to go around the room. We'll start with our resident amazing video maker, Adam. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. Currently working on a bunch of like commission projects for Lego, so animating and making videos, and also concurrently stressing about what I'm going to build to bring to Brick World because I want it to be cool and the clock is ticking. So yeah, I'm working on. I want to do.
That's what a
really
midlife
big-
crisis feels like too.
I'm not looking forward to that either. So, but anyways, yeah, I really want to do. My wife and I have been talking about doing like a collaboration and us building like a big modular like aquarium. I've talked about it a lot. So, I want to try and get something done for that at least to bring something new, like a penguin display and a stingray exhibit, and like all of them will connect together. So. We'll see if I can get it done at the same time while juggling all of my other responsibilities. So I'm hopeful, very hopeful.
Awesome. Remind everyone of your channel and what you're doing on your channel.
Yes, if you don't know, I run a Lego YouTube channel now where I do stop motion, I do Lego content. I just made a video this last weekend about a store display that I put together for the Sugarloaf Lego store. If you're in Atlanta, you can go and see it. It's adventurers themed, which is like my favorite theme from growing up. So had a blast making that. But yeah, follow me Instagram. It's Ant Bandit. YouTube, same thing, Ant Bandit. And yeah, I'll appreciate the support.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It was nice watching someone else's mock disintegrate in the back of their car, taking it to a show.
Dude, seriously, I sat there, I watched it. And I had my hand over my mouth, like I'm like,
no,
yeah. This is me watching it. When you hit that first bump, I went,
yeah, like,
yeah.
I mean, it was like I was just cringing every 30 seconds. I'm like, oh no, not again.
Yeah, it disintegrated. It literally, and I knew it was going to happen. It's like this is going to be terrible. But here's the thing: bad decisions make for great stories and great videos. And so I was just like, it's going to make a good video. It's going to make a good video. So I hope it turned out that way. So,
well, that's like when you're taking a trip with kids or like youth or something like that. They never remember all the spiritual stuff you do. They remember when the van breaks down, and then that becomes a great memory and everything. Oh, no, it's Bricksmith. What's going on, man?
No.
The mock no longer integrated.
No, it was not interlocking bricks anymore. They delocked.
Chris,
they ate itself.
I have a question.
Yes.
What's the difference between kids and youth?
For me, kids end at 5, and at 6th grade they're youth. So
Utes.
Hello, fellow youth. I too am a youth.
Yeah, I am too. All right, so I've got the bucket o noggins right here. Here it is. I'm gonna go through and see what I can find in the bucket o noggins as we talk. So
Are those Bionicles or just?
Oh, there's Chimas in here. There may be a Galador. You never know. So
Have fun playing with
right,
your bucket
so,
of
I was
kids.
going to
here we
say
go.
that children is what you have, and the youths are other people.
That's correct. Utes. All right, and Bricksmith's here, so let's go to him. How you doing, Bricksmith?
All right, how are you doing?
How you doing?
Hey there.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How's your mom and them? What's that?
It's gonna be. It's not done yet. It's not complete there, but it's gonna be the big green dragon.
Okay, cool.
Now, when I say that, I'm not talking about anything to do with the castle. I'm talking about 3724,
Okay, sweet.
2001.
Ollie.
Yes. All right, cool deal. You been doing all right, man?
You know, I'm here.
You're here. Well, I'm glad you're here. Good to see
That
you.
beats the alternative, dude.
Yeah. That's
I'm enjoying the fact that you have pink glasses to go along with the theme here. That's awesome.
Stylish.
How's the castle coming, Jules?
Huh?
How's the castle coming?
It's back there. There's a couple of levels, so we're 30 studs, 30 bricks tall right now, just on the keep. So we're gonna keep going.
Hey, I saw what you did there. That was good.
So
I like it. I like it.
there we go.
Yeah.
Is that one going to be this like the same size as the old one, or is it going to be bigger? What's the
It's
plan?
gonna have the same footprint. With when I say that, I mean like as far as the base plates are concerned, or the mills plates, if you would. But it's gonna be, fingers crossed, a lot fancier.
Mm.
Oh,
Now the keep is going to double in size. So
cool. All right. That's awesome, dude.
let them in. There they are. Hey, look, it's a Canadian.
There's a Canadian. Let's go ahead and go to the first draw from the bag of noggins here that I've got is the monkey from Ben 10. There he is right there. Random noggin in my bucket of noggins. So anyway, all right, Mr. Van Winden. And for you and Jeff, I downloaded a really funny video and I meant to upload it today where it's Jeopardy. And there was a category called Jeff. And then there's all these splices in of just the word Jeff for this entire thing, a little 30-second blip of Jeopardy. And it's amazing. I'll take Jeff for 200. Jeff. Nope. Is it Jeff? Nope. And I forgot it. Maybe I'll do it right now. Hang on. I'll be right back. Go, keep talking. How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Is
good.
it Jeopardy or Jeopardy?
It is Jeopardy, actually.
You pulled out a random head, so I was looking around for a random noggin, as you said. So I was looking.
Yes,
around
I use noggin because the other sounds a little weird. So.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I suddenly changed it too. But then I was looking around my desk and found this random piece, which is
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
technically a Lego
one of
piece?
those old Belleville
Ooh, soccer.
wall figures.
It's
Soccer?
Scala. Beautiful.
Scala. Yeah, I knew it was
Scala.
something.
Yeah.
Weren't
and
those
all
in
of
the soccer
goals.
sets too?
Yes,
I'm
they
not
use
sure.
them for soccer goals or something like that.
I know it was in something else. I'm not really sure what, but I've been sorting, and part of my sorting is finding parts that are, that I have from years of the collection that are kind of not being used that much, and putting them into like a retired parts bin or a 70s bin or an 80s bin, depending on the age of it, just so I don't have to have a spot for it in my containers because that takes up room, and it's not a part I'm going to use ever. So. And some people would call that a sell bin, but no, it's not, because I still want them. but yeah, that's what I've been doing. Just sort all week. No building this week. So,
No building.
kind of boring.
I got all right. So yeah, sorry. I got a question
Mhm.
for you and everybody else. Speaking of sorting, you guys sort these together? I know this is the same part, but you know what I'm talking about. Talking about old and new.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
Did they go
Oh,
in
yeah.
the same big?
Wait, is that old and new gray or old and
No,
new?
no. I'm talking about the one that does this, and then the
Oh,
one
yeah,
that's
yeah.
flat
They're the same.
next to it.
The middle or the lower? Yeah.
Yeah, they're the
Put them
same.
in the same tub.
They go.
Yeah.
Oh, they live. Okay,
Yeah, they live together.
that's blasphemy.
Oh, that was really bad. Sorry, don't add me back in there. I'm in the bottom there, Joe.
Oh, there's two of you. That makes
And the follow-up question to that, Julian, is do you do clips the same way too? Because clips can be one by one with a clip.
Yeah.
There could be 4 different versions of that, or there can be the tiles with the vertical clips on top. Yeah, chunk them all
They're all
together.
the same. Yeah.
They're clips.
Unless you're reparting an old set, would be the only time that I would ever care about which clip it is. Now, granted, when I'm building something, I try to keep the same style of clip in whatever I'm building. But other than that,
Sorry, one other thing. My Bricks and Pieces order from February 28th was shipped last Thursday, something like that. Oh yeah, no, it was shipped last Thursday, I think. And then that same day I placed another Bricks and Pieces order and had some what's the term? The in stock ones, the local ones. And
Bestsellers.
Bestsellers.
Yeah, I ordered some bestsellers and I ordered another set of non-bestsellers, and the bestsellers shipped the next day. So they're quick turnaround, but I still got to wait for Canada for it to get here. So
I'm still waiting on my March 3rd order of the astronauts with the jackets.
Well, my February 28th just got done, so you should check yours tonight or tomorrow. It probably will get shipped.
I hope so.
Because I have a March 9th one as well that has those guys as well.
Brom thinks you're a heretic, by the way. There.
I thought it smelled heresy.
It does. Oh, here we go. All right, here's the Jeff thing. You ready? Let's see if
Here are the categories. First off, Jeff, 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 and Jeff.
Let's try Jeff for 200.
Jeff. Jeff.
What is Jeff?
Yes.
Jeff for 400.
Jeff. Jeff.
What is Jeff?
That's right.
Jeff for 600.
Jeff. Jeff.
What is San Francisco?
No, Jeff.
What is Jeff?
Right again.
That's incredible.
So, Jeff, how are you today? That's your new intro to the show, Jeff. How are you? Good to see you. It was beautiful, wasn't it?
I love it.
You and I have two different versions of beauty, life's good. I've been sorting through about 210 pounds of Lego, so that's fun. I found multiple treasures. I found all the things. Selfless plug, tomorrow at 7, buy all my classic spacemen, please. On the Whatnots. I only have about 56 of them.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. When is this? You advertise the time and place of your
Tomorrow at
space.
7 o'clock Central on Whatnot. Just follow Jeffrey and make sure to stay tuned for more purchasing options. Also, selling a goat as a raffle, so if you don't have a goat and you don't want to spend $100, you can spend $10 and win a goat.
Oh.
And even if you don't win the goat, you'll still get something in the mail. So, everybody wins.
You wouldn't be happen to be selling any Imtron spacemen, would you?
Yeah, actually 4 of them.
Ooh.
Yep. This is the bag.
Nice.
Yeah, but lots of good stuff. I've got some classic space parts to sell tomorrow as well. And it's mostly going to be windshields, and those will probably be separately starting at $1 a piece. So just keep in mind for that, please.
Awesome. So say that time one more time. Whatnot at what time?
7 Central on Whatnot. So that's 7 Central. I try to keep my show really fast. I try to stay there for an hour, and then we're done. And yeah, next week we've got a lot of Star Wars stuff to sell. So please buy it.
Gotcha. Cool.
So I can go on vacation in Florida.
Oh, that would be good. That would be good. Hey, are you still coming to Augusta at some point in the year?
Yeah, when we're going to Florida, my plan is to, on the way back, do a loop through Atlanta because Emily has never seen Atlanta Brick Company, and I just like going there. So the plan is to go through Augusta and then hit the store on the way through.
Gotcha.
And then power through a 22-hour drive.
Gotcha. Boom. Random noggin, the very creepy Build-A-Buzz head right there.
22 hours, you said?
Yeah, that's just a slight exaggeration, man. I know it's not 22 hours.
It's not much of an exaggeration.
Just replace me.
I'm also going to stop and say hi to Julian, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah. Good deal. All right. Awesome. Let's check in with Matt. Matt, what's going on?
So interesting report about the bricks and pieces because Moi had a bricks and pieces order. Let me flip my camera. Oh, that's not flipping it. And not a huge order, but got some cool new parts. So got some of the new rounded tiles and some animals. Got some turtles and the two of the squirrels.
Squirrel.
That's like $47 a parts right there.
The blonde afro, and we got the tablecloth thing, which I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. And then we have a mistake, which is somehow I ordered Duplo pineapples. Not really sure what I meant to order, but that isn't what I was hoping to get. And then
I'm thinking you meant to order Duplo hot dogs.
I got some of the ingots in sand blue, which is a new color.
Nice.
And then from Bricklink, these guys will go outside my biker bar. I might have to find something that looks a little bit less villainous as the head, but they're like giant guys with tats. They'll look fine.
He's expensive.
Random noggins for you.
There you go. Put Buzz Lightyear's head on there.
And then the other thing that Buzz Lightyear, all right, working on the pods to go on top of the Jetsons Tower. So let me pan out. So the reconstruction of Jetsons Tower is complete. We doubled up the support struts, and then we tacked in beams to give it a lot more stiffness. And we created a spot right here where the pins come in. I'm going to put a Technic into each pod, and so it'll lock in on the top as well as sit on the bottom. And then way up on top, I want to have a tower with 3 sides with pods, and this is going to be the hydroponic food. So each one of these pods will host some kind of plant or thing that will be growing, and it'll sit up on top. So it'll be taller than it was in the first iteration.
Giant pineapples, a miracle of something.
There you
Hey,
go.
you know what? Maybe that's the solution is on top of the pod section, there just be a giant pineapple.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
That's right. You could build a giant swan.
A giant
swan, the giant pineapple, the big hotels in Florida. There you go. You could have that. That'd be cool.
Hey Matt, when did that order that you place? When did you actually place that order? Is what I'm trying to say.
I have the shipment thing downstairs. I want to say late January.
Okay. Just if you get a minute and you think about it, send me the dates. I'm keeping track on a spreadsheet because I'm that much.
Yeah, it's downstairs. I'll send it after the show when I go back.
Yeah, no problem.
Can I just put this post up here? This is the most inappropriate thing I've ever heard Moto get close to say.
Well, I was going to point out that Matthew has a stiff tower, so that was the other. Yeah.
Listen, you need to meet Moto in person.
There's some flex in the tower.
Does
Moto
work below in person? Is that what you're saying?
Flex in the tower?
There's always flex in the tower. Just a little. That means it's healthy.
Unless there's a stiff wind.
Okay. Let me just go. There we go. All right. Let's clear that out there. Oh, now we're losing folks left and right. All right, here we go. Let's see. Rich, how are you doing? Rich has opened his store. Tell us all about it. You need to unmute there, sir.
I did unmute and people muted me again. It was weird. I'm open. I have a store and it has beautiful things in it. But first, wait, before we start that, here's my random noggins.
Sweet. I don't have that one on me right now. Oh, I've got that one. I don't have that arm.
And these are from Scala and Belleville, and they had printed cardstock. That was their whole purpose. You put it on there, a piece of scenery would go in there. Everything would be beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Joey visited me yesterday.
Nice.
So got sick pig, and he's right there below the Old Gray Bricks.
Nice.
Cool. Sticker. Here's the layout. It's the little brick gallery where we try to provide a venue for people to come and display their stuff if they want to. Right now, it's just my stuff. And I have a big hole over there. and I have cracked open one of my pile of fame.
Ooh.
Nice.
I need a train station. Guess what? Going right there. Right.
John Rudy would approve.
Yeah. So I got, stuff here, Lego to sort through if you want it, some books, T-shirts, puzzles. If you go to Brick Fair, you may recognize these things. Got more brick to cradle if you want to. Some specialized bricks, printed and stir tight. As you can see, the McDonald's stuff way back there. And some pigs, including some bionicle pigs, more printed stuff, and some jewelry.
Nice.
And that's what's going on here. Yeah, train run. Got a battery-operated train. I'm still working on figuring out how to replace the wires on my 9-volt power supply. Look at this. How horrible is that?
Oh, it's man down.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out how to get some wires that'll fit right in the connector and replace it. So we'll see.
Cool. All right. So tell them when you're opening and how to get there.
You can get here by going on Google, because Google is not correct. You go to 4 East Market Street, Reinholds, Pennsylvania, 17569. It's in beautiful Stoutburg Village. It looks like a scene out of a German picture book. You park in the parking lot, you walk around, you go to all the open stores and come in here.
Sweet. All right. That's awesome. Congratulations on being open, dude. It's been a long journey, man.
It's been a long process. I had 2 master builders come and visit me on my opening weekend.
Sweet.
Mel Brown and Jermaine Gardner, and we all had a great time.
Cool. I believe Mel Brown was down here in Atlanta like yesterday or over the weekend. So
yeah, he was
Marcus
actually at the Brickfest Live here in Atlanta.
That's it.
That's what he was here for.
That's right.
I didn't find that out until I was at the Lego store talking to some of the employees, and that's what they said. Because I was like, how are him and Mark and Steven hanging out? And I'm like, oh, that's how that happened. Okay.
Yeah, I totally forgot it. I was busy this weekend with our downtown festival that was snowing one day and then boiling lava hot the next day. And that's how it is here in the South in the spring. But
well, I found out also that because one of the Lego store employees, he went because he had never been to one, and he's like, well, that was 45 minutes of my life I'm never going to get back.
I warned you.
Yeah, it would. Oh no, I know. I didn't. The lug didn't participate. We didn't go. He said there were no vendors whatsoever. There was minimal displays of adult. Minimal displays, and it was like mosaics and brickheads and helmets, and then everything else was like kid interactive type stuff. And I was like, that sounds about what I heard. So yeah,
that's a typical Brickfest Live.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Yep. Okay, so random head here is the gorilla dude from the Chima Fig, the big one. So there you go.
Oh, I think I need that for my biker.
Oh, sure you do. And also the Raven. He's actually kind of cool looking. So.
Oh, he is kind of cool.
He is cool. All right.
Where'd you write on your hand, Chris?
Huh?
Palm Sunday.
It was Palm Sunday yesterday.
Oh, you actually wrote that? It was actually your hand. Okay,
it's
great.
a palm and it's a thing and it's funny. So
Well, you can use a Zerg. Use a Zerg head.
I don't have my Zerg, although I do have the bad guy from Galador. There he is.
Ah.
I actually found him in the scratch bin at 2nd and Charles, just randomly sitting there.
His mother doesn't think he's bad, just misunderstood.
I still need to go there, by the way. I still need to check that out.
The hero of his own story.
Right. We went on Saturday, late Friday, and it was just basic brick and crap. So there was no real good brick in there the other day. So, all right, Mr. Sandlin, what's up in your world, man?
Got the Wolverine. So it looks pretty good overall. The hip fix that they did to this figure is asymmetrical, which annoys me greatly. I'm sure no kid will notice in playing with the, small Paul will play with this and enjoy it, and he won't care. But this annoys me. The fact that this is asymmetrical is just like,
looks like somebody needs a hip replacement.
yeah, definitely. So, but anyway, it's a cool figure. He's got his big old claws, and I think it looks pretty good. Universal health care.
That's why you got a broken hip.
Yeah, the joke for non-comics nerds is Wolverine is from Canada.
Except for that one Marvel cartoon where apparently he was from New Zealand because they gave him.
That was on the Spider-Man. That was the Spider-Man cartoon where he had like an Australian accent.
Yeah, it was when Spider-Man and his amazing friends went to the Xavier Mansion.
The origin of Firestar.
Yep.
So, being Canadian, I must mention that Universal Health Care doesn't cover our mechs.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
And that is your public service announcement for this episode.
Yeah.
I haven't done that. I meant to try that. I need to look up the parts and everything for that. But good call, Ron. Yep. All right. How was your weekend with Small Paul?
It was good. We went to see Sonic 2, and he enjoyed that a lot. And I thought it was just okay. It's one of those things that's like it's a movie made for 90s kids, and there's a big portion in the middle of the movie that I think was done so that the human actors in the movie get their allotted agreed upon contractual amount of screen time in the movie, and it's really like derails the entire movie, and it's really boring 15 minutes in the middle of the movie. So
I'm sorry, which movie was this again?
Sonic 2.
Sonic 2.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But,
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. And of course it was it's one of those things where it's kind of like the Flash TV show where the super speed character is consistently getting into situations that would be easily solved by their super speed, but they don't run.
Yeah.
They've seen a lot of it. Why doesn't he run? Why doesn't he run? He could just run. So,
I got that same problem.
one of the things. Anyway, we had fun this weekend. Took Small Paul to the Dino and Dragon Stroll event that was in Atlanta that has big animatronic dinosaurs and stuff, and that was pretty cool. The dinosaurs are life size, so you walk in and there's like really big Brachiosaurus and Tyrannosaurus and stuff. The animatronics are kind of, they move like this much. They kind of move their head just a tiny bit. But it was still kind of fun. It's one of those things that probably next year we wouldn't do again because Paul's getting to the age where he's getting to the age where he can kind of see through the see behind the curtain, so to speak. Like he's kind of like, these animatronics suck. And it's like, okay.
Did you have you shown him the Simpsons episode where they're at Itchy and Scratchy Land and they all go crazy and start killing people? Did you have visions of that going on in your head, maybe?
No, is that the one where Lisa drinks the water and has the hallucination and stuff?
And she becomes the lizard queen. Yeah. Good old Aunt Selma.
I love that episode. All Simpsons before like 94, 95 are just amazing. The rest of them are almost on repeat. It seems like.
Nah. The episode where Homer inadvertently worked for a James Bond villain and became the head of like the nuclear control center. That was an after 95 episode, and that was perfect.
But that was like 96. I mean, that's still early, right? Is that the one with the guy with the big flamethrower? That's the GIF or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and he went to, Homer's biggest dream is to own the Dallas Cowboys, but he's like, "Dear Homer, you're such a valued employee. Unfortunately, all I could get you were the Broncos." Oh.
I got to run.
All right, Rick Smith, good to see you, man.
All right.
brother.
Love you, buddy.
Gotta love those bricks. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you, man. All
But
right,
yeah,
Dana,
that
what's
was
up in your
insane.
Lego world?
Well, as Matthew didn't mention, so I'll talk about it. I went to the Lego store and met up with Matthew so we could do some pick a brick because our store at North Point actually got 29 new elements on the wall, which was kind of cool.
What?
Yeah,
Dana, you went to the Lego store, Dana?
I know it's so random that I would go to the Lego store, which actually is the second time I've been to the Lego store in 4 days. But I'll get more to that in a moment. The funny thing is that I only got 2 different elements today. I got some clouds.
Ooh.
Got 160 clouds, which I stacked and fit in a cup. Which if I didn't stack them, I would have only gotten probably about half this many. So word of the wise, if you're going to a Lego store and pick a brick cup, stack your bricks because you'll get more in the cup. Which then I turned around because I was sitting there chatting with Matthew and some guy from New Mexico. Was that where it was, Matthew? He's probably muted. But yeah, some guy from New Mexico was
New
there.
Mexico.
And so I sat there and I stacked Quality Entertainment, I'm sorry. They're blue 1x2s, and I was able to fit this is 650 1x2s in a pick a brick cup.
Wow.
So
Kind of amazing, Dana.
that was fun. I know, exciting.
Plastic
Great
blue?
quality television. Yeah. Regular good old bright blue. So
Tell us
these
all
will be-
about what other parts they have, because I might make a trip down there if it's worth it.
yeah,
I can
yeah.
show you a few more.
I have not posted the new bricks on Facebook, but I will put them in the Peach Lug Facebook group. I will post the new picture for that, so you guys can have that as well.
Has Emily posted a post?
No, Emily has not posted a post because Sugarloaf has not gotten new pick a brick.
that's
They
right,
might
that's
get some later in the week, but when Matthew called and talked to Kenny didn't know. So,
Kenny was like, I don't know, let me check. And I was like, well, if you can't spot them, then you probably didn't get them. So
yeah.
plus Emily almost always posts pictures the same day they show up, and she didn't put
Right.
anything on her Instagram. So
she wasn't there. So
Yes.
the other
But-
reason
But for
What's
those
up?
watching, follow Emily Loves Bricks on Instagram in the Atlanta area. She shows new bricks when they come into the store at Sugarloaf. So good follow there. She's really nice.
It is Emily Loves Lego.
Emily
Yeah,
Loves
I
Bricks.
was going to say it is Emily Loves Lego. Yeah.
What did I say?
And it took about, I think I was there, Matthew and I were there for about 30 minutes. And so to stack all the clouds and the bricks was about 30 minutes while we were sitting there chit-chatting.
Okay, cool.
But so the other reason I went to the Lego store, which was I think on Friday or something, I picked up the New Year Ice Festival.
pretty.
And the reason I picked it up was because I needed 2 pieces out of it.
The 1x3 curves.
But 3 curves, that there are 3 of them in there because I just didn't want to wait for my Bricklink or Pick a Brick order to show up to get them so that I could make the little shield for my maxi figure
Awesome.
Nate dude here.
So cool.
So the
Isn't
little
it just
shield,
like Lego to put an odd number of that when you need 4 to make a complete circle?
Exactly. Like you only get left wings to make trees because they don't want to make right wing trees. Yeah. Just that weird. So I was able to make my light bluish gray maxi figure here as a knight. And then on Saturday, while Mr. Sandlin and I were chit-chatting, I went ahead and made the white astronaut with
Space.
air tanks and a blaster.
Love it.
And I added some detail to him, so it looks like he's got like a little some extra greeblies on his chest. And I need some dude that knows how to do some lighting in my office. Jesus, it's horrible.
You need some professional lighting.
I do need some professional lighting. Oh, and I made a change to his helmet, which it's so bright in here. So originally, his helmet I was going to do very similar to how I did on the night here, But then I decided to use the more of the dome shaped ones because then it allowed me to put the little dimple.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
On the top of his helmet. So little
Nice.
addition because I definitely added the dimples on the sides for a visor kind of thing. So, oh, and I did one other thing today.
I grew up in the Midwest, and people used to say that coffee would put greebles on your chest.
Tomatoes, hair in your chest.
Tomatoes.
So, thanks, man. My intention was to take these guys and make little 16 by 16 habitats for them. So today I mocked up a 16 by 16 habitat.
Oh,
He is way big for this habitat.
Yeah, he is.
So I was talking to Matthew and I said, you know what? I think I'm going to have to go 32 by 32.
let's
So,
24 by
go.
24 would work.
this is going out the door, and I will redo it in 32 by 32, and I will actually have space to actually make something and do, because I was sitting there, I'm like, I can't even put anything in there he'll be in the way, you won't even see anything. So
You know what the next like logical step would be is you got to do a mono version of the like Harry Potter, the brick built figs from that set. Oh,
spoilers.
No.
I didn't realize you
If
did
you
that.
were a real man, you'll go get the statue maxi fig from 2001 or whatever, and do that.
Or better yet, have you seen the big brick built figure down at Atlanta Brick Company?
ooh,
It's 6 foot, I think.
need a whole building for that habitat.
There you go. By the way,
Now,
Ben,
the-
you suggested what size for the fig you
Well,
got?
I was just saying 24 by 24 would probably get you that scale too.
Yeah, but I was trying to keep it like full plate. So that's why I was thinking
Yeah.
32 by 32, but maybe 24 by 20.
Well, that's a
I don't
6 and an 8, right? Or a 16 and an 8. So
Yeah, it might work. Well, I'm going to have to, because I don't want to use an actual base plate.
Mhm.
So I'm going to have to build it out of plates anyway.
Yeah.
So I could go with 24.
try the scale and see. Like
Yeah.
then you just really have to add 8 studs on each side of the wall for figuring out if it will work, give you enough area for
Well,
details, right?
I would do it, whatever I'm going to do for the base is the
Yeah.
number of bricks high as
High.
well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
to keep it that consistent.
Yeah.
You're just having fun with your bag of heads over there, aren't you?
That shin on that Captain America is just.
That's
those,
amazing.
are, those are just as
Dana-
bad as those Star Wars figures they did. Whew.
So Dana, are you going to build the rest of that Chinese New Year set?
Hello there.
Oh yeah, I am. I do have an order to get those pieces. So once I get those pieces in, I will actually finally build it.
There you go.
I do like the Obi-Wan head though.
Obi-Wan head. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
And actually, one of the Lego store employees, he actually turned, because I guess the back half of the skating rink is kind of flat, and so he actually finished it. So I think that's a cool idea too.
That's cool. We
But
do
that's all I
have,
got.
I haven't acknowledged in the chat. Hold on one second. Bringing up Brad
Oh,
has
wait.
just arrived. What's up?
Wait a minute, before you finish acknowledging, somewhere along the line, somebody asked, "Did we get the hats?" And the hats don't go live until midnight Eastern time here in the U.S.
Oh, I think that was in Intense. If it wasn't, I think
Is that
so.
tonight? Is that tonight?
That is tonight. That is
Ooh.
tonight.
Good,
Set,
good reminder.
set your clock.
I already have an alarm on my phone.
I don't need the hat.
Yeah, we
What
know
hat?
you have the hat already.
What hat? What hat?
You don't know about the hats?
Lego
The
has some
space
new baseball caps coming out with
Yeah.
with already worn out, so you'll look like your old school wear on the brim and old logos on them. So.
There's a classic space, an Octane, a
Octane.
minifigure face, and then what was the other
This
one?
is on this is on Lego.com.
Yeah, it's
they're
a VIP
rewards.
VIP points.
They're 2,400
Oh.
points a piece, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, I only have 878. All right. Well,
Yeah. I'm not going to ban you for this, Brad, but you know where it's at. let Lego Master tell you right there. So
There we go. Hear it from the man.
that's right. So we do have some. We bringing up Brad is here, buddy from TikTok. Rick Pitt is here also from the TikToks. Moto, we mentioned Intense. Let's see. Mark is here. Mark Erickson is here with us. Jeff Snavely, Two Humble Bricks. New Brick Tennessee is with us as well. So these are some new faces in here. Stark Tech, I mean. So thank y'all for dropping by, and we appreciate it. This is our No More Monday goofiness that we've got going on. So
Mark did correct.
Because I have Castle. We're all set.
We got Castle going. Space and Castle.
wait, let me see. Hang on. Let me do this. I don't want Mark to leave, but I'll show it anyway. So
see, we got the greatest
Murloc.
Lego wizard of all time, and then this lady.
Mace.
What I want to know is that because Mark does all the commentary for when they're selling Nexonites at Atlanta Brick Company, and it's always, oh my God, who would buy this junk? Why do we even have this in the store? And I wonder, does that actually help people want to buy it, or does it actually deter them from buying it?
Well, the awesome thing is, so we didn't have a show Thursday. I was down there with doing a special project, and I got to step into Mark's live broadcast, and he wanted me to come in and do something. So I turned to one of the other employees and I said, "You got a Nexo box I can take in there?" And they're like, "Yes!" Boom! You can see them the paper floating in the air as they shot to the back of the store, and comes back with a Nexo set for me to join him on live with, and that was great. So
was it Mark or was it Steven?
It was Steven. That was Steven doing the live show. Yeah,
it was Steven doing the live show.
One of the followers.
Yeah, Bippy or Snuggles. What do you call them, Jeff? I can't remember your names for them. What are their names, Jeff? I can't remember.
What names for what?
For the Lego Master.
For the Erickson brothers.
Oh, right. Scott and Mark and Matt.
Scott and Matt.
That's right.
Speaking of the Lego Brothers, I was at breakfast at around the corner in Oklahoma. Great breakfast place, by the way. And I'm staring at this dude because he's got a big forehead. And he looks kind of familiar. And I'm like, holy shit, is that Steven? It looks almost exactly like Steven. The big forehead, the bowl cut, haircut, and like, the kind of pompous attitude he's got. And he's like sitting there, and I'm like, that's gotta be Steven. And I almost said something, but Emily was like, why are you staring at that guy? Because I think it's Steven, but I'm not sure. And I don't want to be that guy. Because he's with a crowd of people. And I'm like, those don't look like Lego people. No. Not going to risk it. So,
and I don't think he was in Oklahoma recently, so.
No, it wasn't him. But he looked exactly like Steven, just a big forehead.
Oh, that looks great, Matt. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
It is looking good.
Yeah, wait. Somebody's actually building. So let's see. That's amazing, dude.
That is great.
Is that the part that's going to spin, or is it going to be above that?
Well, we don't know yet.
Okay.
I've never used a motor. I've never used a motor yet on a build, so I'm inexperienced, shall we say. So we'll see. I would like to have that spin, but I would also like for it not to fall off. So, we'll see.
Time will tell.
I would like for you to film it before when you turn it on the first time, going way too fast. You see those things shoot all the way across the room.
Oh,
Mark,
just to follow up on Dana. So there's a handful of cool new parts. One of them is the curve in the dark orange. That's on the wall at North Point, Atlanta. And then this is Giddens Bait. The studs everywhere.
Super snot brick
in black. This also screams Giddens to me, which is this kind of curved, trans clear windshield. I think you'd want to put like 6 of them in a row or something kind of effect. But and now the super duper extra long 2x8 tile.
Wow.
Which I got half a cup of these because they're not cheap on the Pick a Brick. So, but those are basically all the elements I got, plus the little green curly Q piece was also on the wall, and I got half a cup of them. You can never have too many green curly Qs, is what I think.
This is very true.
I'm just happy the new parts are in. Like, it's been so long. It feels like rain after a dry season.
Well, as I was told by store employees, the factory had to make a choice of making more sets or making parts for the wall, and they went with making more sets. So It was a conscious decision to leave the stores a little bit short-handed, but they're starting to get, I guess, a bit more caught up so they can make a few production runs for the stores.
So if
And
you got
then-
your creator bunny, that's what's been holding up your bricks and pieces or your pieces on the wall is for them to make their.
Well,
bunnies.
we also heard that part of the reason why a lot of the Southeast stores weren't getting Pick-a-Brick wall updated is because of Disney Springs was monopolizing and taking all of the Pick-a-Brick stuff. So by the time they
for those
cleared out the
people who-
warehouse, there was nothing left to send to the Southeast.
Disney Springs is I believe the #1 selling Lego store in America. So that's why Disney Springs could give us the big foot, because they do massive amount of business.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, I've seen people with Pick-a-Brick pictures from there going, wanting those parts. So, but
I was there like a couple months ago, and it wasn't super duper impressive. Like that's all I have to say. I mean, it was really empty when I was there. It was like,
Well, that's why all the rest of the stores were getting nothing, because they were sending it all there, but yet they still weren't getting enough. So
that makes sense.
well, hopefully, like spring break season is over and not as much will be on that Lego store, and they'll spread the love through the Southeast. That would be good. So.
It's all those college students going down, buying up the brick on their spring break.
it's true. It's true.
I'd probably be
For those of
doing that
you,
now.
for those of you who were here in Atlanta, I went ahead and posted the picture of the new elements in the Peep Slug page. So
I'm looking at it now.
All right. And by the way, so you can get the Wolverine mech. You can also get the new Iron Man mech, which is kind of it's not that great. I mean, they're all kind of thin. Iron Man mech. There is the 2-pack with the Spider-Man, which has like long gorilla arms for some reason. I don't know. But he's not bad. There you go. There he is.
Is
He's
this
kinda
the
cool,
wolf
though.
spider?
Spider
That's
arm.
about as good as the Morbius movie right there. All right.
There's more plot right there. There's also this is kind of cool. It's got the Goblin mech, but he's got a little thing for his hat on the mech, so it's hanging off right there.
that's
Lex
kind of fun.
Luthor wants his mech back.
And then the last one to finish is the Black Panther one.
That
So-
one looks the
Screen
coolest to
is-
me.
But the screen, though, just looks so stupid.
Yeah, the screen looks really way out of place.
Yeah.
I guess it's
Yeah.
supposed to be high tech, but it looks like it's the sneeze guard at the Wendy's salad bar.
Pretty much.
I don't understand. So anyway, all the mechs, we have all the mechs this season. Oops, I hit the button. There you go.
Don't you? You have all the mechs.
I have all the
basically.
mechs. Oh,
It's like your space shuttle collection.
Jake and I actually love those mechs. They're very cool. But I did build this weekend. I had a few moments to build, and Space Police got a little love there. I'll zoom in
Did
on
you
that.
recently get a bunch of those
Ooh.
windscreens or something?
These are not new. These are old, but I did get some new windscreens that I'm going to use. But the engines are back there, tucked into the
love
sides
that.
there.
Hey, speaking of windscreens, if you want to buy some tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central and whatnot from Just Jeffrey, I'll be selling authentic classic space windscreens.
It's like a muscle car ship.
That's right. It's patrol, but I'm going to have I've got a space in the bottom there to snap in a prisoner pod when I get that finished. So there it is.
Looks great.
Cool. Is that
This was fun.
a sticker on the side there, the Space Police logo, or is that a
No.
piece?
That is old school, the real deal, dude.
Oh, by the way, if you look at my space here,
I'm not looking at your space.
look at my space. Look at my space case.
Oh, let's see the space case.
Space case.
Aren't we all a little bit space case?
Yes.
I was going to say that might actually be the name for our follow-up show.
Right there, space police.
There it is, Space Police.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Neato.
And there's my random login.
Nice.
Very cool.
Rich, what is the name of your store again? Because I was asked this weekend and I completely drew a blank.
Little Brick Gallery.
Brick Gallery.
Little Brick Gallery. Is it Lil, like Lill or Lil apostrophe, or is it actual little? It is little. Little Brick Gallery. Okay. I've locked it in.
And Facebook.
Shouldn't it be something German like Lego House or like,
You know,
Don't give me names.
I got vetoed on every single one of them. So
You know, I think it should be called Brick Shine on My Shoulder. That's what I think it should be called. So.
Makes me
Country Bricks take you home.
Country Bricks, that's right.
young.
Country Bricks, take me home.
To
the room.
I got the random Groot head, but that's just because he ended up in that bucket.
Yeah. He is Groot.
He is Groot. He's Iron Man.
He is Groot.
It's Eastern Pennsylvania.
What just happened?
Everyone's still alive. It's okay.
What? I'm sorry. That was
Can
awesome.
we get a replay on that?
Yeah, I missed it.
That's what happens when you flip the whole thing upside down. It's not as stable. So
I'm so excited for this to spin now. I just want to see all of them.
you want to see it spin and fall over. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
You want to see the towering teal inferno.
or like in that scene in the first Men in Black where he hits the little ball and it starts shooting through Men in Black Studios and knocks that guy out at his desk. And
Yes.
So you know what? Moto just brought up the fact that we didn't talk about mini dolls because Meredith is not here to have brought up the new Friends space shuttle that we know Chris will get because it's a space shuttle.
it's a well, if you buy space, you end up with a shuttle. That's just the way it is.
Exactly.
And 4 mini dolls with classic space logos on their bodies.
Exactly.
So I think actually that will be the topic of the show Thursday, the mini doll debate.
Okay.
We'll talk about mini
Oh,
dolls.
and then we completely missed all of last week. It got just a blur, but there was also, the Star Wars Lego game came out after a year and a half wait.
You can sell that minifigure for a cool 3 digits if you get on it right now, by the way.
Because you know what? They were just also released and said that this will probably be an additional giveaway on May the 4th.
I know. All those idiots that spent $100 on that thing. I'm just laughing.
Exactly.
They made like a beaucoup of those things. Yeah, from what I understand. All right. So how many people in this house have the new Lego game in it? How many houses?
1, 2, 3, just 3.
My son bought it. He's up there playing it all, and he's loving it. I never got into it.
It's fun.
It's awesome.
I'm excited
when my son was little and we got those games, and I kept walking to the right and walking off the path because they were slightly angled. I threw the controller down. I'm like, I'm out. This is dumb.
Right.
So I'm out. That's just stupid.
Old man Chris.
Old man. Oh, trust me, I get really mad with video games and sling controllers, so that's why I don't play like that. I lose my cool with video games really easy.
You can't do that with the Switch, Chris, because then you'll be throwing away the entire console.
Well, I know how much those things cost.
No.
Although I do get angry playing Mario Kart with that little thing with him going like this and getting thumb cramps and
Why
everything.
don't you get like the big, like the adult controller? That's what we did.
'Cause
We were playing with the Joy things, and I was like, no, just no.
Because my 17-year-old beats the tar out of me, and I'm like, I'm not playing anymore, and walk off. So
I mean, your son's a better builder. He's a better video game player. Pretty soon, he's going to start out preaching you. What are you going to do?
he does already. He's all better than me. He is
Is he still working on the Moonbase restaurant that he was building?
Yes. Hang on, let me go see if he's made any progress.
He still has all his hair.
He still has all his hair.
He tells better
shape.
jokes.
Better with the late. Well, probably not.
I should, the two of us, me and Jake, should start our own follow-up to this show where we can be.
Well,
the
he
young guys.
already created a mascot for New Gray Bricks.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
He does. He has a new Great Bricks. He has not actually added very much to it. He made some little door action at the bottom here.
It screams the varsity to me.
It does.
I love the slopes. I love the slopes.
Yeah. Did you see? Hang on. He made the chicken leg. Have y'all seen that?
Speaking of brick slopes, don't forget to go
He made a
over there in
logo.
Colorado, in Utah, the one with all the Mormons.
Oh, it's a Mormon.
Yeah. There you go. There's the space chicken leg there. So
It's going to be a KF chicken.
yes, it is.
I saw something else.
Yeah, I'll gladly park my little mediocre police spaceship outside of his moon base. So, anyway, I don't know. I'm glad the Lego community has gotten excited about that. But we also learned that Epic Games and Lego have a new partnership. Is that right?
Wait, hang
Yeah,
on.
we're
I
gonna
gotta
get-
celebrate with a little bit.
Oh god.
Don't do that.
He's flossing. He's flossing. Is that what?
Fortnite
is that what you mean?
Lego, let's go. That was I can floss for real, but I didn't want to shock
Okay.
you guys. You know?
Okay, you do understand that if the rest of this room tried that, there would at least be one hip broken. But
Yes.
So is this also because I thought I heard a rumor that TT Games is that this was the last TT Games
Yeah.
they're out.
and they're
Yeah,
out.
they
They
got
had
the
a terrible
company got shut
development for Star Wars. I mean, it was crunch time city for them.
Yeah.
So they weren't happy
It
about it.
was,
But the
it's
game
got
looks
the brand.
fantastic. I mean, it just
Yeah.
came out a year late, but it looks fantastic.
2 years late, by the way.
2 years late.
2 years
basically.
late? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? 2020 was a blur anyway, so I really don't count it as being a year.
Did you guys see the number though? I mean, and Sony is investing in Epic too, but Lego it's $1 billion into Epic. Like that's how much they're investing, which is insane. Like that to me, if we don't get Fortnite something in Lego, it's gonna be,
You mean that's why my new space sets were from the city were like way overpriced to pay for this Epic game thing? Is that what was going on?
I don't know. $1 billion is like a drop in the bucket for the company for their quarterly profits.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say,
it's a lot of
that's
money.
that's old Christensen going. Well, I can't buy the new Lamborghini this year. Damn it! I guess I'll stick with my others.
Well, he the little purse with the opens it and the moth flies out. It's got $1 billion in a little change purse, that kind of thing. So do you think though that Lego and Epic together are going to do some sort of? Could they go for a Roblox killer? Is that what may be coming on to try to take on the online game? Because I know Lego is really weird about online stuff and kids. Do you think they're
Well,
going to
look
use
what they did
Epic, who makes Fortnite and stuff like that, to make an online experience for kids?
I think it's 3 years too late. I think when Lego decided to go with Blizzard with Overwatch, they were like, "Yeah, we're cool and hip," and everybody was like, "Nobody plays this anymore, dude."
well, it's
And
even
then
like
with-
Dimensions. Dimensions was 3 years too late. I mean, it was
Yeah.
workable. It was a fun game. The figures, it was a nice tie-in, but that ship had sailed, so nobody was
The
buying
only-
it after the first wave. So
Well,
And the only reason that people did buy the second and third waves was to get Mr. T and to get Ghostbuster stuff and to get,
well,
all
yeah,
that. Like,
the
but I
properties
mean-
were great, but
What was that, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark-
I was going to say that Lego was trying to do like a TikTok thing with video, but then they made it so you couldn't share the videos. And then, what kid's going to be interested in something if they make a video they can't send to anybody?
Yeah.
And
But
I think
Lego,
that's Lego's big obstacle is they try to lock it down and make it safe for kids. And then it's too locked down to do anything with it. And then
yeah.
Well, and part of that is that some of the laws in European countries are much stricter about what you could expose kids to without giving the company liability. So it's not always necessarily that the company is super, cautious. It's that they have legal realities they have to deal with if they're going to sell a product in multiple countries. I mean, they could just have some products that they just roll out in the U.S. and just be like, hey, we don't care. People in America can see anything they want on the internet, but that might not work in Germany. So that's the reality.
why do we do all these other things? Why don't we just go back to doing what we do well, and we will make the bricks?
It's
Right?
like $1 billion. The lesson they supposedly took away from their near bankruptcy is we don't need to run an amusement park and we don't need to sell T-shirts. But yet here they are once again trying to become a video game company as well as being a Lego company. So,
But they
shows
also
like-
did buy
I
back
think-
part of
I don't think
Iron.
they're trying to become a video game company. I think they want Epic to do the hard work of it, and then they want their that's the thing. I think Fortnite Lego is an inevitability. I mean, the Worlds Collide theme is Lego's forte, and that's Fortnite's the biggest franchise thing in the world right now is Fortnite. So they kind of match.
Adam, I'm sorry. We all just saw VW's ass crack, and nobody can deny it.
I ignored it. I ignored it.
I'm so glad I was I was visually blinded by it, so that's cool. But
I
no,
missed it.
Caught up in my own like talking I was. That I
Yeah.
missed
I'll have to go back to YouTube
I was
later.
Yeah, I was paying attention to Adam talking. But Adam, your point, the world mashup mix-up, that was what was great about Dimensions, except for they couldn't license it to Marvel characters because of Warner Brothers, but maybe because Fortnite can do the Star Wars, the Marvel, DC, that'll bridge that gap for it.
They have that mastered, and they've proved it. They've done every property is now connected to Fortnite. Like there is almost nothing that you cannot, connect to Fortnite in some way through these big companies. So I think it works from that kind of standpoint, and then maybe they'll do some Fortnite character packs like minifigures. That would be fun. But I think the deal is more about like developing a platform, something, because they talked about the metaverse, like a kid, like something like Roblox, where it's like you build a minifigure, you walk around, and you interact with IP characters in this virtual space. Like I imagine it'll look more like that than Fortnite Lego right off the bat. I think that might be eventually. But
I'm still waiting for Babylon 5 to show up in Fortnite. I don't know
You never
about
know.
anybody else.
Or Firefly, for that matter.
Isn't it?
Keep waiting. My dad is 86 and he still hasn't seen it, so you may make it as well.
So one of the things I want to point out is about how the Star Wars Lego game feels more like an MMO without it being an MMO, because you can go to all sorts of different places and it's more like world orientated versus being episodic. And so I hope that maybe that's something that we'll see, where if it's going to be Fortnite-ish like that we do get these big worlds and biospheres that we can go to and play around with and do all sorts of cool stuff. So
yeah.
And the rumor is there was multiplayer in it, and then they stripped it out, or they didn't finish developing it, from what I understand. So,
which would lead to that reason of why it feels like an MMO without being an MMO. So yeah.
Speaking of Star Wars, though, have you seen? I don't know if you guys follow Hachiroku on Instagram or Twitter, but he's been making recreations of those like little dioramas for the levels. Have you seen those?
Yes,
I love those. They're so.
Oh,
cool.
I think. Can you send? Wait a minute. What's his handle?
It's Hachiroku24 on Instagram, and he made a couple of the level select when you choose which.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's why I'm like, I want to see these now.
Yeah, they're really cool. He recreated them basically in real life from the game. Like,
all right, I'm not. My Japanese is horrible. Hachiroku.
Yeah, here. Let me put it in the here. Let's see.
Just use your kanji.
I think that's how you spell it. I can see if I can find it.
Hachiroku. Actually, that's what I finally found. Hachiroku 92. Okay.
92.
He looks like Drews. Just from a quick glance. There he is. There we go. Oh yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, I'm already following him. On Instagram. I'm already following him on Instagram. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, those are awesome. And I will give props to even Lego's cartoon properties when it comes to Star Wars, the silly humor they kind of, and the in jokes they put in. I give them mad props to that. And the TT games have had a lot of it, and this new game seems to have a lot of love and respect, yet lightheartedness for kids and everything. Although I understand you can hack down Padawans, and that's kind of weird, but that's okay. So.
It was part of the movie. It's part of the movie.
Yeah,
All right.
We actually watched that. Small Paul's first viewing of episode 3 was this past weekend.
Really? How'd that go?
Yeah, so that was the first time that he's actually, heard the memes about Eye of the High Ground and all that kind of stuff. And so it was his first viewing of it. He was like, oh, okay, now I see what that was about.
But yet Aliens and Alien are still on hold for Paul.
Look, it's more to do with, I don't want to get an angry phone call.
Oh, no, I know.
More on that level. It's,
There's
It's
a
because it's in a
Alien.
floating doll head that for a moment you think is the kid that's dead. No problem at all. So,
The aliens movies are much more likely to give some kid a nightmare than I think the episode 3 is.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the episode 3 gave us adults nightmares when it came out. So
No worse than episode 1.
this is sand.
You could just do what my dad did when I said that I enjoyed alien and monster movies.
Which
He
was?
grabbed a Time Life movie about the Holocaust and popped that in and was like, "These are real monsters, Jeff."
That explains so much.
It does. Parenting fail.
Okay, so let me go ahead and admit I did build yesterday. I had a long. Yesterday afternoon. I came home after I watched the end of. This is how old man I am. I watched the end of the Masters, which is a tradition from where I grew up. Okay, and then I watched a documentary on Chernobyl and all that kind of stuff, and then I fell asleep in my chair. That is the life I live now. Thank you very much. I'm golfing.
Well done.
History
Well done.
documentaries.
Look,
Now
it
I'm
is-
bored. Can we end this?
It is every man's dream to drink at least 20 beers and hang out behind Tiger Woods at the Masters.
Not mine, but it's okay.
I don't begrudge you your dream.
No. All right, guys. Well, thank y'all for being here tonight. This has been
Whoa, whoa. Okay.
I think
That was sudden.
Chris just canceled himself. But
All right, well, Chris is done.
I think he said something about
That was
Canadians again.
good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Bye.
Oh, no, he's back.
There it is.